Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGCP Da Silva, and welcome to some Destiny beta gameplay, which you're watching on your screen, which I'm sure you've seen a lot of in the recent days. Now, Destiny is something that I have been looking forward to for a really long time, and something that I've been hyping for, right? And a lot of people in the community have been hyping over this game. And personally, a lot of people have spoken on what they think about this game thus far, and I just wanted to share my experiences of what I've found to be some great attributes and some potential good things that could hinge on this game's success. I've seen a lot of different games implemented in this one. I've seen the likes of Halo, obviously, because Bungie, the creators of Halo, have a lot to do with the same success that Halo had, and the attributes that I see from that is, of course, number one, the Halo jump, right? The moon jump, as some people like to call it. I think jumping really high is super fun. I personally do, and having that in the game is something that a lot of people who are not used to that sort of anti-gravity, it'll be a little different, but it adds to the fun factor, in my opinion. Of course, all the things that I'm going to say aren't based on what the community thinks. It's what I personally think, okay? So, I think having that capability to jump super high is gonna account for a lot of interesting gameplay in the future. You know, because you're not just limited to staying on the ground for the most part. You're able to have these wild and crazy shots. Your hitboxes are gonna be a little crazier. You know, your aim is definitely gonna have to be a lot more sharp and precise when you have these wacky movements around, right? Another game that I see in this one is Borderlands. You know, when you're shooting the enemy, you see the damage pop up. You see how much damage is being put into them from your weapon. And that's what I've seen from Borderlands as well. And going back to Halo, another aspect that I saw or noticed was the map design. I've been playing Halo since Halo 2, so you tend to notice a couple of things about the developers and the way they design these maps and the way they put them together. So definitely the structure of the map and the way that they have this all organized is similar to that of Halo. Another game that I see in here is Skyrim. How do I see Skyrim? Well, the characteristic of the species and the way you're able to customize your character. In Skyrim, you're really able to go into depth about how your character looks, right? You could really immerse yourself in that alone. It feels like a game alone because of how much time you put into customizing your character, from the hair to the nose, the eyes, the lips, the hair color. All of that is something that you're able to do in Skyrim, and I see a little bit of that in Destiny as well. I don't know if we're just limited to the amount that we see here in this beta. I'm sure they might have a little more customization for the real game, but I see a little bit of that in this one so far. Another game that I see or I've noticed is Mass Effect. The aliens, right? A lot of people from Mass Effect had these different species, and it was taking place it took place in space. So this one also as well takes place in space and has a lot of different, or excuse me, similar looking weapons from the Mass Effect series. Just like the sniper rifle, the way it's designed when you scope in, I've seen a lot of similarities from Mass Effect. And you know what I'm trying to say is I find this game in the future to be a success because of these different attributes, these different positives from these games that have been really good. To be integrated into this one game right here is something that has it going for it, and I hope it lives up to its hype. And thus far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let me know what you guys think about this game so far and what you think its success rate will be once it comes out. Alright, that's all I have for you guys here today. This is OGCP Da Silva, and I am signing off.